1971. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan has always been steadfast in their resolve. They've always made sure that, that no power on earth can actually harm or tarnish our territorial integrity. One of those institutions which work day and night is Pakistan Ordnance Factory over here. So to kind of get started with that, where Pakistan is, I think the first thing that I would want to ask you, Sir Salman Ali Khan, is how do you see the importance of this day, number one, and how do you, as manager, weapons at the POF, celebrate it every single year?
Okay. Independence Day for us is a reminder of the sacrifices and the suffering of our forefathers. They suffered during the 100 years occupation of the British Raj. And then all the sacrifices that were given by the freedom movement people who gave a lot of sacrifices to give us this freedom. And then 2 million people in a very short span of time were murdered while coming to Pakistan. So we have got a lot of things to consider. It's not just a festival. We have to remember all the sacrifices given by these people so we can live in freedom. And then in the last 78 years, there have been countless of our citizens who have paid the ultimate sacrifices.
True.
And those who pay sacrifices on daily basis, so we can be free, we can have an identity, we can live according to our beliefs, our customs and our traditions. So this is what is about, Independence Day is about, remembering those people. We should celebrate, we should be happy about it, but the basic ideology behind this day is that. And as on a personal level, I just make sure that I remember those, and I try to ensure that my colleagues, my employees, my kids, they know about it. And as employee of the defense industry, it is a reminder that what is at stake, and we have to preserve this freedom given to us, and all those sacrifices should be honored, and we should give our armed forces the strength and our state the strength to preserve this freedom. And if anybody is trying to harm it, we should deter them. If they're not deterred, we'll humiliate them. And if they are still not deterred, then we have to eliminate them. So that is what we are working on.
Exactly, and what a wonderful message, how beautifully put together, and it's ignited a lot of patriotism within us. So speaking of this, what exactly is the core mission and vision of POF, and how do you keep strengthening Pakistan?
Okay, I'll just start off with the basic history of what POF is. When the British Empire was divided, there were certain assets that were given to India, and then there were certain assets that were given to Pakistan.
True.
In the British India, there were 11 defense industry. All of them went to the Indian side, and there wasn't any defense industry in Pakistan. So we had to practically start from scratch. We had nothing. We could not even manufacture general purpose bolt action rifles.
True.
So in 1951, Khan Liaquat Ali Khan, as per the instructions of our great leader Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who said that Pakistan should be self-reliant in defending itself, laid the foundation stone for Pakistan Ordnance Factory at Wakand. Since 1951 till date, we are manufacturing everything from a bullet, rifle, machine gun, artillery, tank, anti-tank, rockets, missiles, explosive, propellants. So we are one of the biggest defense industries in the world. And it's a very unique industry. Normally there are manufacturing, somebody will just be manufacturing one specific thing and not something else.
Right.
So our basic mandate is to equip the armed forces for peace and wartime and utilize our surplus capacity to earn foreign revenue. So I think in the span of this, since 1951 till date, we have grown into one of the biggest organizations in the world. POF is not just a factory, it's 4 towns which are dedicated to manufacturing equipment that ensures our freedom.
And contribute to national defense. That's Mr. Salman Ali Khan. So Salman bhai, while we were talking about Pakistan Ordnance Factory, how do you think Pakistan Ordnance Factory over the years, over the decades, have actually played a role of strengthening the national defense of Pakistan?
As I mentioned a bit before, that since 1951 we have pretty much become self-reliant in about 90% of our defense needs. Still there are certain things that we have to import. We will change that in the coming future. Apart from strengthening the defense of Pakistan, we have also contributed to earning foreign reserve. Anything that we manufacture, any surplus capacity, we can export to friendly countries.
Okay.
So in the past just 1 year, we have earned more than $1 billion for Pakistan. That said, what we are also doing is that since 1951 till date, we have gathered technologies from around the world and cultivated them in a single organization. Like we've got imported technologies from China, from America, from France, from Germany, for all the major players in technology.
So research and development is taking place at all times.
It is taking place at all times, and that is cultivating a lot of human resource, technically strong people who went out and made new organizations, new defense organization, as well as they've contributed in the civil sector. So PF is not just manufacturing of arms and ammunition, that is our core job, but what we are doing is we are gathering and creating human resource, technical human resource that is going out in the field within Pakistan and across the globe, and they're doing wonders.
Wow,
All
I
right,
think
and
that's
you know, since
wonderful.
you've enlightened us about how POF is succeeding in multiple forefronts, how have you contributed to Pakistan's economy?
$1
in
billion
Pakistan-
already.
Yeah, we did. We normally do $1 billion of a business annually. We are looking to grow, multiply that exponentially. So there's a lot of room in the defense sector, in the defense export. So we are working on it. We are getting in more technology. We are creating more plants, so we can strengthen the defense need and as well as earn foreign reserve.
And that's exactly what we require as well. You know, this conversation will certainly continue because it's Independence Day, ladies and gentlemen, there for more than a lot of decades now, alhamdulillah. So there are some standard operating procedures that are being followed. You know, the research and development which is working 24/7 all around the globe, making sure that you contribute towards national defense, not just national defense, economy, modernization, exports of the country. How do you think other institutions can even learn from best practices? Because I think that's something that we really need to learn. कोई काम एक इंसान अच्छा कर रहा है तो मैं उससे सीख लूंगा, मैं करूंगा यार ये अच्छा कर रहा है, मैं कॉपी कर लेता हूँ. So what do you think that we can copy, other institutions can copy from Pakistan Ordnance Factory?
Acha, Pakistan Ordnance Factories say if some other institution can learn from it is, one is we are in very close coordination with our customer, that is the Pakistan Army, Air Force, Navy. So based on their experiences, they share with us what are their requirements in the field. One aspect is that we get the requirement from our basic user. Other thing what we do is we go across the globe during defense exhibitions and we keep a very keen eye on what other countries
Are doing.
and our adversaries are doing. So before they can incorporate that advancement in their military and pitch it against them, we have to come up with a solution to counter that.
True.
So it's a more proactive approach. We are more in line with the user and not just the military, even the law enforcement, police, rangers, FC. We are, and one other thing we do is we keep a very keen eye on the development and what's happening across the globe in the present day wars and all the wars that has happened. So based on the lessons learned by other people's successes and other people's mistake, as well as our success and our mistake, we incorporate and come up with an engineering solution so that we can incorporate. And one other thing we do is we train people from the ground up. Like POF has training institute that we get boys from colleges and then train them in technical studies.
Wow.
And then we incorporate them into the industry.
So everybody is a specialized, you know, human resource within Pakistan Ordnance
Yes,
Factory.
and we have a
That's
And
literacy.
it's based on
Wonderful.
merit. Anyways.
It's based on merit. It has to be based
Yeah.
on merit. I mean, if we don't work on merits, things, a lot is at stake. The freedom is at stake.
Exactly.
So that is something we just do not.
And
Take for
in addition to
granted.
this, I think one of the things that you've actually kind of brought in while you were telling us about what best practices can actually be kind of applied onto other institutions if they have the same line of business or not. But I think merit is number one.
Yeah.
Number two, you pick the right guy for the right job. You know, it's people well cut out for the roles.
Yes.
You know, the secrecy needs to be there. Everything needs to be there. But there needs to be some sort of international partnerships which will always come in handy.
Yes.
So how do you make sure that you align yourself with other partners in making sure that, you know, that they actually strive for the same goal as you are?
Well, we do a lot of technology transfer, vice versa, with
Okay.
our international partners. If something we do not have, we get the technology from there, and if something that we have that are friendly ally countries, we also deliver it to them. So this is something that we are working on.
And which countries are we partnering with?
Uh, Presently, we're partnering with the Americans, we're partnering with Chinese, we're partnering with Turks, and apart from that, we've also have had business in 42 different countries.
Wow.
So we've got 42 different clients and partners that we work with.
I think that's wonderful, and I've always seen,
Wow.
I've always been interested and keen to see pictures, which used to come out from the Defense Expo in Karachi. And I think it was always fantastic to see what modernization is taking. Kya baat hai? Salman bhai,
Wonderful,
whatever you want to
wonderful,
say to Pakistan.
So Pakistan for me is a responsibility that I have towards my children. For me, I have to create a Pakistan and give a Pakistan hand over to them, which is better than what was handed over to me, and it is something that it belongs to them, and that is why I have to take very good care of it.
Alhamdulillah.
Pakistan is the country for which my father, my grandfather, and my forefathers have bled. So I have to honor their blood. And one thing I'd like to add is that we were just discussing, I have to give a message. We have to stay a bit humble in victory. And we have to acknowledge our weaknesses and work
Work
towards fixing that.
Thank you so much.
So,
Thank you so much. I think that's
wrapping
one
that
of the
up.
kindest messages that anybody could give to their country, and rather feel more responsible whether in what shape they will be giving their country or leaving their country into the hands of their future generations. Alhamdulillah, I'm blessed with 3 daughters as well, and that's exactly what I think. And the last night, they actually spent the entire night, decorating the house. And I think it's our responsibility as parents to inculcate, this culture of or patriotism in them, because our parents did a great job. Sir.
my
Definitely.
youngest daughter is about 2.5 years old.
Mashallah.
And 2.5 year old has no concept of a country and a flag. And I've not really taught her that because she's young. But somehow or the other, she knows the flags of Pakistan. And
Wonderful.
whenever something comes up, she'll say Pakistan Zindabad.
Pakistan.
I've not
Aw,
taught her
how
that.
adorable.
Alhamdulillah.
How
So
adorable.
that really has, showed me that this country is now a part of our DNA. And we have to keep it that way. And Pakistan is not just a country for us. The Muslims of this region, if Pakistan isn't there, there would be a genocide. True. And it has been a blessing for the Muslims of Afghanistan in their hours of the need. It has been a blessing for us. And it is a protection for all the Muslims of subcontinent.
Alhamdulillah.
Definitely,
And
definitely.
we
Thank
all
you for
know this
saying
for
that.
sure as well, and I think that's exactly what we've studied years back, where how, if we are to speak about the location of the country, I think we were very strategically located as well. But thank you so much, Fiona, for being